In the second sutra of his Yog Darshan, Patanjali says, Yogas chitta vritti nirodha. This is the most important statement by Patanjali in this work called Yog Darshan, the vision or philosophy of yoga, in which he's giving the main indication of meditation, and by implication, how to meditate. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Very simple statement. These are sutras, aphoristic statements. Yog is Nirodh of chitta vrittis. So yog, the oneness, is Nirodh. That's the tricky word here. Of chitta, mind, vrittis. He's defining what yoga is, or yoga, as many say, in terms of the mind, chitta. And the mind takes the form of vrittis. A vritti is a motion, a whirl. As in a body of water, there can be a whirl, if you're paddling in a canoe, let's say. That whirl is a formation of the water. It's still water, but it's a formation of the water. So a vritti, which we might translate as a thought or a modification of the mind, a modification of the consciousness. A vritti is a thought or a feeling, any formation of the consciousness. So chitta vritti, mind waves. Now I'm translating vritti as a wave. As a wave is a formation of H2O. H2O continues to be, but now it looks like a wave. It's an appearance. So your thinking is appearances in your consciousness. So this second sutra is for those who meditate and want to understand what is going on in their meditation. He is saying yoga, yoga is, right, yoga as the final state, and yoga as the practice. Yoga is Nirodh of chitta vrittis, Nirodh of the waves of the mind, the thoughts of the mind, the modifications of the mind, formations of the consciousness. Because human beings are suffering because of their identification with what is going on in their mind. So what is this Nirodh? It's often translated as control, and that creates multiple problems for somebody trying to meditate. It doesn't work. Nirodh is more like a dissolving of the vrittis. So when you meditate, you should not sit and try to control or stop the vrittis of your mind. These vrittis, these thoughts, these feelings, they come and go. They just come. As in this very moment, as I'm sitting here, the sun just arose over the mountain ridge. I don't have control over that. And to think that I can sit and control the sun rising over the ridge is foolish. So this mind and this person meditating is like that. I'm going to close the curtain because I can't see anything. Okay, we're back. Because I want to express something for those who might be helped by it about Nirodh. I'd like to keep it short, though that may be difficult because this is actually a lifetime project. If you keep meditating, your comprehension of the deeper meaning of Nirodh will grow. It will keep growing. So I'm opening up another way of looking at Nirodh, and now I want to translate it or give an indication that what Patanjali is referring to here is a phenomenon that happens in meditation, in which the busyness of the mind, right, the constant thinking of the mind, settles down. This is observable. If you have been busy, perhaps you went shopping and you came home, parked the car or got off the bus, whatever your means, and you decided to meditate for some time. Your mind will still be busy because it has been activated by the movement, by action, karma. So when you sit to meditate and close your eyes, your mind will be active. Patanjali is saying it will become yog, which means depth of meditation, when you manage Nirodh of the chitta vrittis. Nirodh, now perhaps stillness of the chitta vrittis. But then your mind, your conventional everyday mind, will think, if I'm going to make stillness of my thoughts, I will have to stop them. I will have to control them. This is where this idea of control comes up. As if you have to control wild horses, or you have to control children, or you have to control society, you have to control this. So through that means, we tend to perpetuate this idea that we're going to control everything and then it will be okay. That is not meditation. meditation is really who you are. So I'm introducing another way of looking at this. Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga, the oneness of meditation, gained through meditation, is Nirodh of the thoughts going on in the mind. It is a dissolving of the thoughts going on in the mind. As if you have a bowl of water and in it are ice cubes floating. Think of those ice cubes as thoughts in the water of your mind. You don't really have to control those ice cubes. If you just sit and watch, they will melt. They were formed out of water, H2O. Now they seem to be solid bricks of separate existences, though they are still H2O. And if you let that just sit, they will melt and will become undifferentiated H2O. So just by sitting and watching in meditation with closed eyes, you can use a mantra that will speed up the process. I use Guruji's mantra, Amaramham, Madhuramham. You can use any mantra, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Vasudevaya, Om Om Shiv Shiv Sham Sham Ram Ram. It speeds up the process because it brings in one-pointedness on the mantra. During the repetition of the mantra, you're not on the various thoughts going on in your mind. So it speeds up the process. But the process is still the same. That the ice cubes sitting in the water is H2O, the ice cubes are H2O, it is all H2O. Everything is one being, and that being is you. That is called Yoga. Patanjali is saying Yogaha, Yoga is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It is the Nirodh. Now I'm suggesting the melting of the thoughts into the consciousness that was in the beginning, that is during the thoughts, and that will be when the thought shapes, ice cube shapes, have melted. Just by sitting, the ice cubes melt. Just by sitting, your thoughts become consciousness. What is the quality of consciousness? This is key point. Knowing. You are the knower of your thoughts, the knower of your body, the knower of the world and relations and actions and experiences. That knower is like the H2O. The formations of it are thoughts, and now the H2O knows the thought shapes. I think this, I think that. In meditation, you don't have to control those thoughts or drop them, or whatever way you might express it, as something you will do. All you do in meditation is no doing, which means you simply watch. Use a mantra. You can begin by observing the breath. But by watching, that consciousness whose nature is to know will be what remains, and that is one everywhere. As it is said, that thou art, tat tvam asi. You are that. May you be blessed in that.